Storytime with Ranger Sara.
Hey kids, it's Ranger Sara from Whitewater State Park, and today I'm going to share a story called The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop! Out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache. The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly. Isn't that a fun story? Caterpillars are so incredible. I mean, think about how their body goes through that metamorphosis, that transformation. When they go into their cocoon or chrysalis, their whole body kind of turns into an ooze and restructures itself. And when they hatch out, they're this beautiful flying insect. That's kind of crazy to think about. And what's interesting is most caterpillars have to have a specific type of plant to eat on before they can become a butterfly. So think about the monarch caterpillar. Do you know what kind of plant the monarch caterpillar has to have to survive? It has to have milkweed, right? So that caterpillar, over many, many years, developed a partnership with that plant, and it has to have that kind of plant or it won't survive. And each different type of caterpillar has its own special plant that it has to have in order to survive. So it's really important when we plant flowers in our yard this time of year in the springtime, we want to make our yards look pretty or put flowers out on our doorstep or our patio, that we plant native flowers, because those are the flowers that our native butterflies and moths have evolved with. They have lived with for many, many years, and they have to have those kinds of plants. And I'm going to show you a fun way that you can actually help spread native wildflowers in your yard, or you could volunteer at a park and help this. So come along with me. I'm going to show you something really fun.
Let's take it outside.
So this is my little greenhouse. I'm lucky that I have a big enough yard where I could make my own little greenhouse. And we just built this weekend, my family, for $150. We were able to put together this little greenhouse. Most people can't do this. Most people don't have the money to do that or have a yard big enough. But we are going to be growing some seeds. You might be able to see there's some pots in there with soil already in them. We bought native wildflower seeds from a nursery down here in southeast Minnesota, so we can get them started, then transplant them out in the edges of our yard where it's more wild, and we want to make sure we have native wildflowers growing. But something easy you can do where you don't need a greenhouse is you can make seed bombs. So I'm going to show you in a little video here how to make your own seed bombs, and then once your seed bombs are done and they've dried out a little bit, you just throw them out around the edge of your yard to get wildflowers to grow. Or you can work with a park or a nature organization and maybe help make seed bombs to spread at that park or nature place. So it's a really fun activity for kids and families. You get to get muddy and messy, and you get to use your muscles and throw those seed bombs. So come check that out. How to make seed bombs. Combine potting soil, flour, or cornstarch, and water in a bucket. Mix together with your hands. Add native wildflower seeds to the mixture and form it into balls. Allow the seed balls to dry for a few days. Toss them into areas of your yard where you want wildflowers to grow. Let nature do the rest.